Update on what are we, Tuesday the 30th of the 10th. There's the Barge Inn sign, and here's the update. I wonder whether we're going to see a Mr. MacGyver, Mr. fucking Sciver, Mr. fucking dirty little diver, Mr. mcScivor, Mr. Cunter, and his fucking cockeyed wife. Cockeyed, ugly fucking gimper. I wonder whether we're going to see mcScivor, the rich moron, and his cockeyed, ugly wife. I wonder whether they're going to be creeping around like the fucking morons they are. Yeah? Oh, look at this now. This over here had illegal people living in here, not paying any council tax. Well, look, the gates are open. The signs, which are illegal signs, are still up. Look at that now. That's illegal, that sign, because it says you're not allowed to park overnight. And there's no free parking. 3 hours free parking. You can't charge for parking because this is a byway. This is a byway, so those signs are illegal. So guess what? There's no one here. So now everyone parks here because there's nobody here, because mcScivor ain't here, and when the cat's away, the mice will play. So everyone now parks for free because mcScivor ain't fucking here, right? And it belongs to us, this pub. He thinks it belongs to him. It actually belongs to us. So I'm parking outside mcScivor's pub, and I'm going to go and have a look and see whether we can find Mr. mcScivor and we can ask him some questions, because I'd love to ask Mr. mcScivor some questions, because this place belongs to us. Oh, let's go and ask this lady if she's seen him. Hiya, how you doing? Sorry, I won't film at you. You haven't seen Mr. mcScivor that owns this building here, have you?
I don't even know the guy.
Yeah, Mr. mcScivor. Right. Oh look, somebody's broken a window there. I wonder who did that.
MacGyver, you mean?
mcScivor, yeah. mcScivor, yeah. Mr. mcScivor. He's a millionaire who reckons he owns this pub, right? And this pub belongs to the people of this village, but he reckons he owns it. And it's been closed a long time, and now it's starting to look a little bit shitty. Look at all the paintwork up there. Look at paintwork up there. Anyway, don't worry about me, love. I'm just the cheeky bastard who's been giving him grief for fucking ages, because he's a nasty little bastard, Mr. MacGyver. In fact, you know the Italian guy? Yeah. This lady said she's sad. I'm not going to film her because it's impolite, right? But this lady here said she's very sad it's shut. The people that he reckoned, he lied, said he'd sold this place to an Italian bloke called Pietro Cuomo. That bloke ran out to the pub with a plank of wood, right? Chased me down the canal, got me on the floor, and I warned him. I said, you're going to get in trouble with the police. And he was hitting me across the head till he knocked me out, right? And luckily it was witnessed by a parish councillor on the other side and his wife. Yeah, he got arrested for that and given a caution. A couple of weeks later, he beat his chef up. He hit him across the head with a metal thing, right, and cut a big gash about that long in his chef's head. Real violent people these are. Mr. mcScivor, Mr. Liar, and his ugly wife, who's got a cock eye. I think her name's Julia, right? But I could be wrong about that. But I might not be wrong. Yeah, I could be exactly right. Yeah, they reckon they own this pub. They reckon they own it. I think they had 400 grand off the lottery, right, which they embezzled into making a barn, which they never let the community use one fucking day, right? One fucking day, they never let the community use this, and they let the new person, look, there's a window gone up there. There's a window gone up there, and there's a window gone there. Looks like somebody's been throwing bricks through the bloody window. I wonder who that was. It wasn't me, because I actually respect this pub. I respect this pub, and I do not respect Mr. MacGyver, and I do not respect that Italian guy who was very, very nasty to me and hitting me across the head. I don't respect that. But this place is losing value every day. Every day it's closed, it's losing value. Right, and it's going to come down from 800 grand to 500 grand. By the end of it, it'll probably be 400 grand. They'd be glad to get it off their fucking hands. Yeah, let's go have a look in through the window. Thanks, love. I won't take any more of your time. Thank you very much. I was hoping to see him today because I was going to give him a piece of my mind. Yes. So, oh, there's lights on in there. There's lights on in the pub. There's lights on in the pub. I wonder whether there's anyone in there. Or they do just keep the lights on for security reasons. Nope, it's closed. It's closed. Anyone at home? Anyone at home? Anyone at home? The tills are still in there. The tills are still in there. Let's go and have a look round the back. Oh yeah, they've got a few lights on there, in there, so they're keeping the lights on probably for security reasons. I wonder if Mr. mcScivor is around. I wonder if he'll come out and see us. I wonder if Mr. mcScivor will come out and say hello. Yeah. What's all this about? Sugar and spice and all things nice. I wonder if Mr. mcScivor is in. Because I think he'll shit his pants. Oh look, this might come in handy for something. That might come in handy for something. That might come in very handy for something. Oh dear. Nope, there's nobody in there, but the lights are on. The lights are on, but nobody's home. What a shame. What a shame. Oh look. Oh look, the fences are still up. But somebody's taken one of these fence things there. I wonder if the fence is locked now. Oh, it's got a lock on it, look. There's a lock on this. Look at that. There's a fucking lock on this. Still locked, but somebody's obviously been kicking that. Look, I wonder if this equipment is still activated. Or whether or not that's not got any power to it anymore. Because this is for the community. I hope this is still working, because that was paid for by the locals in case somebody gets a heart attack. But the mess out here hasn't been fucking cut. It hasn't been cut. Hasn't been cut. It's been allowed to go to shit. And the backfield has been allowed to go to shit. What are these fences doing here? I never agreed to these fences. And this pub belongs to me. This pub is mine. I own this pub. Look at these bloody things down here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Right? What is Mr. mcScivor allowing to happen to this pub that's devaluing it so much that belongs to me? Right? Why is Mr. mcScivor allowing my pub that belongs to me and my mates? Why is he allowing it to go into rack and ruin? What's all this fencing doing up here? I'm gonna have to have a word. I'm gonna have to have a word with the local contractor to get all this fencing removed. Because I reckon this would be much nicer if we had a big party in here and we had it back the way it was. If we had a nice big party with a big sound system, a big party, and we'll have all our friends here, and then we're going to cut the grass. We're going to cut the grass, right? And then we're gonna basically have a nice big party in there with our friends. That'd be good, that would, wouldn't it? Nice big rave. Would you come to a rave, mate?
Would I come to a rave?
Would you? I won't film you. Would you come to a rave if we did a rave in this field?
Well, I live a long way from here, but yeah, if you're up for an outdoor rave for about 15 years.
I'll shield this so we can get the audio, because the audio might be a bit. He reckons he hasn't been to a rave in a good 15 years, yeah? But if we had a nice big rave here, I'll have to have a word with the contractor, because I reckon I own this pub. There's this guy called MacGyver reckons he owns this pub. He's a bit of a millionaire. He reckons he owns this pub, but I reckon we own this pub.
Perfect spot for it.
It's a fucking wicked spot for it, isn't it? Nice one, mate. Thank you for your opinion, but we won't film you because it's a bit rude. Thank you very much. There we go. You see, the locals want it. The locals want it. I want it. And seeing as I own it, seeing as this is my pub, right, I think we're going to take this fucking shit down. Right, I reckon we'll take this shit down. Honey Street Ale's crappie. I reckon we'll have to take that down, because that was a fucking rubbish pint of beer that wasn't even belonging to the guy that reckoned it was belonging to. Right, it was actually from Honey Street Ales, which was no, it wasn't. It was from Stonehenge Ales. See, Honey Street Ales was his fake company that he made up, right, so he could charge more money for the beer than it was worth. It was sourced from Stonehenge Ales, right, and it was actually marketed elsewhere. And all he did is he put some green dye in it, charged double the amount of money, right, and then forced the people who were running the pub, right, and as the landlords, forced them to buy that beer at inflated prices. Yeah, Stonehenge Ales were gutted. They said, why have you stopped? When Mr. Pietro was in there, they were gutted. They said, where's all the beer sales gone? Where's all the beer sales gone? Well, of course, there was no trade, because nobody wanted to eat in an Italian restaurant where the food was served cold and mouldy, did they? So it was all bollocks. It was all complete bollocks. It was all a front. It was all bollocks. Pietro never owned this. Pietro never paid for this, and it was all MacGyver, and MacGyver likes to shut places down, and when he shuts them down, then he can leave them standing, and then he can try and turn them and sell them as houses. But what he forgot one simple thing. He thought he owned this place, but actually, I own this place, not him. Me, I own it, you see? So he can go fuck me up the arse, wanker.com.